this is the first lesson that we're going to listen to is storytelling นะคะวันนี้เป็นคาบแรก ใช่คาบแรกนะคะก็คือ lesson แรกนะคะที่เราจะมาฟังเป็นแบบว่าเรื่องเล่าเรื่องเล่าแบบยาวๆนะคะ You're going to listen carefully I hope that and then you need to take notes while listening นะคะฟังไปด้วยแล้วก็จดโน้ตไปด้วยโอเคไหมนะสเต็ปเดิมเลยนะคะแต่ตอนนี้มันจะเป็น story มันดียังไงมันดีตอนที่ถ้าสมมุติว่าเราไปเจอของจริงฟอร์มไหมคะพูดซะยาวเชียวเราก็แบบต้องฟังนะคะต้องฟังเขาว่าเขาพูดอะไรยังไงนะคะเขาอาจจะเล่าเรื่องอะไรให้เราฟังนะคะโอเค let's do this listening together by taking notes and listen.Yesterday was my typical Sunday. I was off work. I had planned to sit back and relax at a nice cafe with Ben. I searched for a cafe online and found an interesting place out of town called the Cozy Forest. It has a picnic area where we can sit on the ground, lie down and read a book. We were excited to visit there.I left my house to meet with Ben at the subway station. I was walking down the street when I just realized that I forgot my phone at the house. But I was running late, so I decided not to go back and get my phone and hurry to the station. I expected to meet Ben in front of the station, but I didn't see him there. I walked around searching for him. I waited for 45 minutes, but he didn't show up.I couldn't call Ben and it was so frustrating. I should have gone back home to get my phone. I didn't want to waste my Sunday, so I took the subway and left without him. I was hoping to borrow a phone when I got to the cafe and explain everything to him. On the subway, I saw Ben sitting near the entrance door. It was so crowded that I couldn't walk to him, so I smiled and waved at him instead.He looked confused and turned away. I had been waiting for him for an hour. How could he ignore me like this? When we arrived at the station, I got off and he got off the train. He walked very fast. I walked and followed him angrily. When I got to the cafe, I was surprised that I saw a man who looked exactly like Ben there. He looked surprised to see me too. I told him about what had happened, and he laughed.He said our plan was supposed to be the following Sunday. He wanted to check this place out with his twin brother first before we met. We ended up hanging out at this cafe and we fell in love with this place. Okay, so how do you find it นะไม่ได้หาพบได้ยังไงไม่ใช่ how do you find it แปลว่าเป็นยังไง what do you think คิดอย่างไรนะคะ from the first story now let's get into the questions alright I have the questions for you just the same way we are going to answer the questions first and then I will give you answers and then after that the next step is to dig deep into the story นะคะครั้งนี้ก็จะเป็น story มาดูกันว่าฟังออกหรือไม่ตอบคำถามต่อไปนี้ question number 1 What did she plan to do last Sunday yeah or that Sunday yeah What did she plan to do that Sunday actually the story is a Sunday at a cafe right and then number 2What's interesting about the cozy forest? What's special? You can say that. Yes, so what's interesting or what's special about the cozy forest? Right, and then number 3. While walking down the street, what did she realize? Yeah, while walking down the street, what did she realize? The storyteller. นะคะไม่แปลกำลังจะแปล ค้างไปเหมือนว่าวิดีโอค้างใช่ไหมเหมือนคลิปค้างนะคะคุณกีมีปัญหานะคะไม่ใช่ค่ะคือจะห้ามแปลคำถามนั่นแหละตอบเลยนะคะ and number 4 why didn't she go back and get it why didn't she go back and get it this one is not very difficult and number 5 what happened when she arrived at the station or the subway station or the station. What happened when she arrived at the station? And number 6. How long did she wait for him? How long did she wait for her friend? Alright, the numbers, you got that one. And number 7. When Ben didn't show up, what did she decide to do? When Ben didn't show up, what did she decide to do? To? Bye, hi. Yeah. And number 8. What happened while she was on the subway? Yeah, what happened? Very interesting story here. What happened while she was on the subway? Number 8, yeah? Are you ready for number 9? Number 9. What happened when she got to the cafe? What happened when she arrived at the cafe? แสดงให้เห็นจะได้ตอบแบบตอบง่ายขึ้นนะคะ ใบโดยการแสดง And the last question here, number 10. Why did all the confusions happen? Why? What was the actual root of the confusion? Yes, what happened? Why did all the confusions happen? Alright, so these are all the 10 questions you have to answer. If you haven't finished writing them down, then just pause me, okay? And then you can just come back to me and we will continue looking at the answers. Alright, or if you feel like you want to listen to it again, then that's fine. Just go listen to it once again and answer the questions, finish them up and come back here.